if you're watching this, you're probably getting ready for or are already in the midst of your summer internship. If so, congrats. Kudos to you for taking the initiative to apply and land a role. But unfortunately, the work has only just begun because you're going to need to work hard to ensure you get the return offer at the end of the summer. Internships are a great way to gain valuable work experience, develop new skills, and make connections in the industry. They're also the typical pathway to landing a full-time offer. But competition for these positions is intense, and it can be difficult to stand out from the crowd of other interns vying for the exact same spot. But don't worry, in this video, I'll share my advice on how to guarantee a return offer. Trust me, I've been in your shoes before, and I know how important it is to make the most of your internship. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Cameron, and I am an analyst at JP Morgan here in New York City. Prior to JP Morgan, I worked in consulting at KPMG, and I had a banking internship at Regions after my junior year. Through these experiences, I've seen what it takes to succeed in all types of roles and situations. So, let's get started. First, before you actually start your internship, it's important to do some research on the company and its culture. This will help you understand what is expected of you as an intern, and also how you can fit in with the team. Check out the company's website, social media channels, and any other relevant information you can find. I know before each of my roles, I did some digging on LinkedIn to find who is on my team. From there, I could see where they went to school and ultimately was able to gauge a bit more about them. I think it's also wise to just reach out on LinkedIn once you know your team to introduce yourself. This really puts you in the driver's seat and shows initiative. It also lets you see who may be the more friendly analyst. During your first few days at the company, pay attention to how things are done. Observe how your colleagues interact with each other and with clients. Take notes on any unwritten rules or expectations that may not be explicitly stated. This is different for every company and even for every team. Power dynamics may be hard to see from the jump, but understanding them and how work gets done is a major key to a successful summer. Next up, one of the most important things you can do as an intern is to be proactive. Don't wait for someone to give you work. Instead, seek out work and ask for more responsibilities. This shows that you are eager to learn and take on more challenges, but be careful. It's really important to not be too pushy. Always read the vibe. Sometimes there really just won't be much work, but at least make it known to your manager that you're ready to take anything on that may come up. If you find yourself with some free time, use it to actually learn something new. Ask to shadow a colleague or attend a different meeting. Take advantage of any training opportunities that are available to you. When I was an intern, I took the initiative to ask my manager about taking the Bloomberg Market Concepts course. I was able to get the program paid for, and then when I had time throughout the summer, I was able to work through the course and ultimately gain the certification. This saved me hundreds of dollars for a course that I wanted to do anyway, and also showed my intern manager that I was interested in expanding my knowledge and skills. Another great thing to do when you have free time is to work on your technical skills. I did this by working through some modeling courses on LinkedIn Learning as well as YouTube. Another great resource, especially if you're interested in succeeding in a buy-side role, is Fundamental Edge. Fundamental Edge is redefining the way buy-side training is done. Their mission is to train the next generation of investors. Their Cornerstone Analyst Academy is a 4-week virtual program teaching the framework and tools of the buy-side. But for interns looking to make an impact this summer, they also have an intern academy, which incorporates their most relevant modules into an internship survival guide, providing pre-recorded lessons and live Q&A sessions. If you want to learn more about Fundamental Edge, visit the link down below in my description. One more thing, make sure that you are completing your tasks on time and to the best of your ability. It's not important that you finish your task extremely quickly because A, this means your manager will now have to find additional work for you, which is more work for them, and B, it means you probably could have done more to add to the quality of the work. It's so important that if you're working in Excel or PowerPoint, to take the extra time to make the formatting look as good as possible. And if you're struggling with something, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's better to ask for help and learn the right way to do something than to send over poor quality work that not only leads to you looking incompetent, but also stubborn. Internships are a great opportunity to meet new people within the firm. Attend social events and make an effort to get to know your colleagues. This not only makes your time at the company a lot more enjoyable, but it also leads to new opportunities and connections in the future. When networking, be genuine and authentic. Don't just talk to people because you think they can help you get the offer. Build relationships with your colleagues and show a genuine interest in their work and experiences. Even if you realize you don't want to pursue the offer full time for the team you're on, it's important to remember that you won't have easy access to Teams and emails once you're done for the summer. When I was at Regions, I decided that I wanted to pursue a different full-time role within the bank, so I networked like crazy with people in that group. Outreach is so much easier when done internally, and I was able to set up calls with just about every MD in the group that I was interested in. Also, this shouldn't need to be said, but always connect with as many people as possible on LinkedIn during your internship. This helps you stay in touch with colleagues after your internship ends, and it also helps them remember your name and face. It's also very important to know how you are performing and if there are any areas that you need to improve on. If your internship program doesn't already, schedule regular check-ins with your manager to discuss your progress and ask for that constructive feedback. When receiving feedback, listen carefully and take notes. Don't get defensive or make excuses. Instead, use the feedback to improve and grow as a professional. This shows you really want to grow and improve and shows initiative to your managers. It also provides them the opportunity to reflect on your performance, which, if it's strong, will work in your favor when they have to do it again at the end of the internship. Next up, be a team player. Show that you are willing to collaborate with your colleagues and contribute to the success of the team. This can mean staying late to help with the project or taking on tasks outside of your usual responsibilities. When working with others, be respectful and open-minded. Listen to other people's ideas and be willing to compromise. Remember, the goal is to work together to achieve a common objective. Being a good teammate, I think, is so overlooked here on YouTube. At the end of the day, the full-time offer is going to go to who is most liked on the team. So while it's great to be a numbers whiz, don't have an ego and be as good of a person as possible. That's what will take you the furthest, not just in this internship, but in all aspects of your life. Finally, remember to be yourself. It's important to showcase your personality and demonstrate why you would be a great addition to the team. Don't be afraid to share your ideas and ask questions. This shows that you are engaged and interested in the work that you're doing. But also, don't overlook the importance of showing an interest in your work. I've spoken with plenty of associates at my firm and others in the industry who are in charge of early interviews, and they both have mentioned to me that if a kid doesn't actually seem interested in the team or the company, they don't pass them to the next round. So make sure to keep the same energy in your internship that you claim to have when you were interviewing. It's easy for a role to lose its luster once you're in it, but always reflect on how fortunate you are to be in that position and that you have the opportunity to work for that company. A surefire method that I use to regain motivation is to remember just how many people are out there that want to take my spot. When you think of that, you smile and you get right back to work. So, in conclusion, securing a full-time offer at the end of a summer internship requires hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn. By following these tips, you can increase your chances of securing a return offer and kickstarting your career in the finance industry. And remember, your internship is an opportunity to learn and grow as a professional. Make the most of it, and if you do, you will walk away with a return offer or a better idea of what you want to do with your career. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram right here at Galbraith. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn right there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.